Good morning, everybody. Be starting in just a minute. Good morning, and good morning. Let me just turn the camera on. Actually, hold on one second. All right, now we're good to go. Hey JB, hey Brian, hey John, Devin, Spider Monkey, Eduardo, Mark, Jill. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Jill, Wayne, Tom, Robert, Lydia, Pat, Robert, Justin, John, Walt, Dave, Wardog, Lewis, Wade, Scotty, Wesley, Steve, Bill, Gregory. Got a lot of people here today. Uh, I'm losing my track. We got Michael, we got Ivano, Vertuvian. Hey, Vertuvian, Ray, Gregory, Richard. Good morning, Richard. James, Art, Illinois grain farmer. Kirk is in the house. Piet DeBrock, David Hinman. David, you must be new. I don't remember seeing your face here, but welcome. The Sassy Trainers here. Hopium Addict. Penny. Hey, Penny. Moondog is in the house. Cheese Gray Trader. Jody, Mark, Sin, William. Good morning, William. I know it's going to be heating up in South Florida. Actually, all across the eastern wall, it's going to be heating up a lot like I think till tomorrow afternoon, actually. Vernon, Ira, Willard, Dave, Sin Lee, Mark, Jesse, basketball trainer, Ira, Vernon, Brian, Harry, Rick. Good morning, Rick. Richard from Puente Gorda, Giothi, Peanuts is here. Mike, Kathy, Frank, Bob. Good morning, Bob. Good morning to you. Michael, Henry, HG, Harold. Hey, Harold. Peter, Eagle Beagle, Stephen, Charlie Clyde, Bob, John. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I'm going to start off every morning, or I'm going to try to start off every morning with a micro cap segment. I know a lot of you guys trade micro caps and small caps. So I'm going to show you which stocks I like that actually not stocks that I like. I'm going to show you what stocks my TC 2000 is picking in the morning. These are stocks that have the highest volume and the highest price change before the opening bell. So I'm going to just give them to you first thing in the morning as the room gets filled up. Okay. So let me give them to you. The number one highest small cap probability stock. These are small caps. This morning is CYN. This is what it's doing this morning. It's breaking out. You could see right here, it's breaking out. The stock is up 6% this morning. It's looking really, really well. It's CYN. It's a small cap potential breakout stock. The next one is this PSTV. It's up 25% this morning. It's a 40-cent stock. Let's see here. No. Yep. And then SY. It's a $2 stock. These are all stocks that have really high volume and momentum pre-open. These are penny stocks for you guys to start watching, okay? You don't trade options on these, okay? The number one I have this morning is CYN. The way to trade these is to look for a pre-market high and then wait for the market to open and wait for the stock to take out the pre-market high. Capiche? Now, while we're getting set up every day, I'm going to start giving these to you. The number one player right now is CYN. CYN. Okay, I'm going to do this as the room fills up. A lot of folks trade these small caps. A lot of folks trade these. These are momentum stocks. These are small caps. See, I have a really cool screener that tells me pre-market open, which stocks have the highest move and the highest volume. So while the room is filling up every day, I figured I'll give you guys some extra value and give you my highest pre-market movers. The one I like today is CYN. The trick to trading these stocks, there's no options. The trick to trading these stocks is to find out what the pre-market high is and wait for the market to open above it. The pre-market high for this stock is about $12, okay? So I'm trying to give you guys more value. Do you guys like me doing that for the first few minutes while we're opening the bell in the morning, just to kind of get you guys started? Let me know if that's something you're interested in me doing. Richard, there's a right way to trade these. There's a right way to trade these, and we'll talk about that some other time. But I want to give you one small cap stock every morning to watch. Just let me know if that's something you guys are in. Some people hate them, some people love them. But I get a really good list in the morning, so I figured I'd give them to you. If I have a really good list and I see a good stock, I'll give them to you. Okay. So right now, CYN is the top stock, and I would wait for it to trade above $12. So yeah, a lot of people are very interested in these. All right. Again, these are momentum plays. They're for when the stock market opens and if we take out the high, pre-market high. These are very quick scalps. Okay? These are very quick scalps. I just want to bring them to your attention and give you a couple every day before we start just to set things up. Okay? All right. Well, everybody seems happy about it, so I'll do it. All right. I'm trying to do everything humanly possible to help you guys make money. I really am trying to do everything possible. And I'm not going to start trading small caps. I just want to give you the number one small cap every morning based on volume buzz and on the movement so you have something to work with, okay? I'm not going to be starting any small cap services, nothing like that. Just want to make sure you guys get that. Also, today in the VIP room, I will be here's the link to the VIP room. Oh, Rick, it's Rich, it's for people who like to speculate on scalp smalls. A lot of people love the small caps in the mornings. They love to do the scalps. So, just, FYI. So let me tell you, this is an $11 stock. Thanks, Bob. I appreciate it. How about some thumbs up, folks? So, folks, let me give you my agenda for the VIP room today, and you tell me if it's kosher or not, okay? Why seasonality is crucial during 4th of July holiday weekend, how to gauge seasonality for higher win rate and profit factor, how seasonality can help you avoid stocks going against the seasonal trend, how to combine seasonality with technical analysis and momentum, key seasonality windows for your favorite stocks. Does that sound kosher? Saida, you trade them when they're above the pre-market high. I'm showing them to you pre-market, and I'm telling you what the pre-market high is. Yes, Two-Tone Boxing Club, you're right. But take a look at ARK. Kathy Woods is breaking out. She's having some procedures, Richard. She told us last week that she's going to have some surgeries, that she's not going to be here for a while. Hey, Bob. Sounds great. Good. All right. Is everybody happy with that, with my agenda? By the way, as I promised you guys that my Saturday session, it was a really good session. I promised you that I would record that session and I would give it to you. And here it is. Here it is. There it is. All right. No problem, Ira. It's recorded just for you. Christian, you missed my small cap stock for the day. Every day I'm going to try to give you one small cap stock. That's all, while the room is filling up. I watch them in the morning because I have a list of them. So if I see something interesting, I'll give it to you. That's all I wanted to say. Would you consider doing a class about market structure? Yes, I did a class about market structure yesterday. Jose, I did a class on market structure yesterday at 10 a.m. with in the open what is it called? The open playbook with Gramster and Tucci. Yeah, look what Cheryl just said. My weekend class is awesome. Thank you. Thank you. It's great. Yeah, it really is good. And I highly recommend you watch this one, the one I'm posting, and Tucci's and the playbook, the opening playbook video from yesterday. And you're doing a great job, Bob. You are. You're welcome, Anu Kumar. Hey, Omar. Catalyst. Yes, catalyst. What is a catalyst? Now, William, I'm not seeing that as a catalyst. What's a catalyst for this morning, folks? What's a catalyst for this morning? How about we start, William? How about we start at the obvious? William, when it comes to markets, remember 95% 5%. What's driving the market? We don't have to go very far today. How about durable goods, GDP, international trades and goods and services, and jobless claims? And what else? Chip stocks and Trump versus Powell. Frank says catalyst, Trump. Yep, that's right. GDP, durable. You got it. And Micron. Yep, you got him. Yay! Trump's faster interest. Yeah. GDP, durable goods, pending home sales, wholesale inventories, jobless. MKC earnings, not so sure about it. But Richard, you're doing a great job of finding earnings that I can't find. Those are not big enough. I don't think those are big enough. Nike, Richard Del Mosto, Nike doesn't report till tonight. How can something be a catalyst when it hasn't happened yet? Okay. So here are my catalysts: Fed data, chip stocks, Trump versus Powell. Here, I wrote it down right here, right there, right here. I guess Trump hasn't learned that undercutting the Fed is not a good idea, but here we are. CYN was not meant for our normal market, rather for yes, yeah. Oh, now I understand what you're saying, William. William, I'm sorry. I'm a little slow today. Thank you. Now I get it. William, sorry, William. It's Thursday morning. It's been a long week. I'm an idiot, William. I'm sorry. You're right. William is talking about this. The catalyst for this. I'm thinking, what is he talking about? Yes, thank you, William. William, thank you. I appreciate that, William. I am such a moron sometimes. I got to tell you, folks, I get the moron card today, okay? William's talking about my top stock, the CYN, the morning, the volume buzz, the stock that has a lot of volume. Uh, he's talking about the catalyst for that. It's AI, robotics, automation technology. They're collaborating with NVIDIA. That's why this stock is up so much, okay? But that's the stock that I'm looking at. Again, one small cap stocks every morning when you guys wake up. Okay. All right. All right. So again, we got our catalysts, Fed data, chip stocks. There's actually two things happening with chip stocks and Trump versus Powell. And I'm just putting all these in one scoop. Okay? In one scoop. All right. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate it. Folks, if you're just coming in here right now, and a lot of you are, please go to the gearbox right here and hit 1080p. See, mine is on auto because I have a wired connection at home. Otherwise, it would switch to 720 or even 360. Go to 1080 and leave it there. Force 1080. You'll be able to see it at a much better picture quality. And while you're there, if you don't mind, hit the thumbs up. I just gave myself one time. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate all that you do. All right, so we got our catalysts out of the way. The market's opening higher today. Is this meaningful? Well, the Dow is random. Nasdaq slightly above. S&P slightly above random. But again, I think we're getting a little too overbought. Remember what happened yesterday. And by the way, do you guys remember what I told you yesterday? We're going to open higher. We're going to open higher. This is yesterday. We opened higher. Hold on a second. We opened higher and we drifted lower the entire day. And this is today. We opened higher and we're just drifting here. Okay. We got to be really, really, really careful. We got to be really careful. We still haven't We still haven't kissed the 8-day EMA. We still need to come back down here. We can't just go up, up, up like this. See how here, how it looked like we were going up and then we kissed the 8-day EMA? We've got to kiss this level. We got to kiss 603.40 before going higher. Okay. Um, Already told you what the Fed data is. The two biggest things we're going to be looking at is obviously durable goods, GDP. GDP is going to be a very important number. Um, and also jobless claims. If this number is getting up to 275, if it's somewhere around here, I'm not even going to talk about it. But if it's around, if it's 275 or higher, it's starting to impact things. Okay, gold. Let's look at gold. What do I think about gold? I like gold. I'm still bullish on gold, but I wanted gold to come above the 8-day EMA. I just want gold to come above 33.70, 33.65, somewhere around there. Oh, I got the day of the week right today. Thank God, Gregory. I got the day of the week right. Thank God for small favors. Also, let me give you a link for Customer Service Live. I'm a pig. I totally forgot about that. Let me move this here. Move that there. Customer Service Live and VIP room. Here's VIP room. I told you today's going to be a big, big day for seasonality. And why did they erase my... Thank Cam, they keep erasing my thing. Let me go to you and folks, just a reminder, I am going to Germany on Saturday. I will be traveling. Please, 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 please. Matt will be around, Kane will be around, but I will be traveling. All the programs will be on fire except the pit. The pit will not be on fire. I'm the only one that touches the pit, and no one touches the pit except me. So the pit is not going to be around for a week. Anybody who has a year membership in the pit, I'll give you an extra week. That's not a big deal. But I'm not going to be around in the pit for a week. But everything else will be on fire. I'm waiting for gold to move above this level right here. I want gold to trade and close above the 8-day EMA. Okay. And I think we're going to have another nice run up, but I need to see it close above. So far, this is fine. Remember what I was saying to you yesterday? And I did make a big deal out of it yesterday. I said we can just pull one of these like this. Remember, I even showed you this example. And so far, it looks like that. It looks like we're just kind of bottoming out here. So I would be looking for a move above the 8-day EMA to start initiating a long position once again. I'm visiting Bonn. I'm going to be in Frankfurt. I'm visiting Bonn and the area around Bonn. We're going to be there for 5 days. There are other two are in New York. Corey says, Sean says, good morning. Your overnight comments with DXY was implying TLT and gold both up. Wasn't sure. I wasn't implying anything. I was just saying that the US dollar is coming down. I usually don't imply anything, Sean. Sean, you don't have to read into what I say. I'm pretty verbal. All right. Crude oil is doing nothing. The whole thing is dead. I mean, there's no real nothing happening. There's nothing to talk about. There's no catalyst. U.S. dollar. I hate to say I told you so, but I did an exchange, $1,000 of exchange with a friend of mine yesterday. He gave me euros. I gave him dollars. Well, let's just say that I'm in the lead so far. The dollars have declined. This is not good. This makes U.S. currency less attractive to foreign countries. Okay, this is not a good sign. This is very bad for the market. This is not strength. This puts us in a weaker bargaining position. Okay. Oh, it's all good, Rice. It's all good. I don't follow silver. To me, silver is just a commodity. But mostly Bonn, mostly Frankfurt, Bonn, and the area around there, like a couple hours away from there. Okay. Bond market. What's the bond market doing? Well, the bond market is still higher. Now, notice yesterday. Look, the bond market acted like it went higher, but it went and kissed the 8-day EMA, and now it's higher. The stock market never kissed the 8-day EMA. So we're going to be, obviously we have big reports in 10 minutes, but we're going to be watching this very, very closely. Very, very, very closely. I'm actually I'm a little perturbed that, or disturbed that the market's not lower based on what Trump is saying about Powell, but who am I to argue? China. China is just kind of holding its own, not really doing anything. Wait and see. Carr says CYN up a buck since you mentioned it. Good, good. Oh, that's good, Richard. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, folks, I'm going to give you my top micro cap stock every morning as you guys are coming in here. If you don't like it, just tell me to stop. It only takes 2 minutes, and I look at them anyway, so might as well. Might as well, right? But 1 second, let me add something here. Anyways, I don't need to do that right now. Okay. Yeah, that's where I'm going. I'm going to be going to castles. I'm going to be going to a couple of castles. I love castles. Okay. Some For some stocks, US dollar going down is good. For some, it's not. It just depends on the stocks. Depends if it's a an import stock, export stock. Just depends on a lot of things. Just depends on a lot of things. So China just kind of doing nothing right now. Nothing. Okay. Which leads me to believe that US is going to do a lot of nothing. Bitcoin. Let's look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin, remember I told you yesterday, if it goes above the 8-day, I like Bitcoin. And that means that I like Bitcoin related stocks. I know a few people sent me an email about Coinbase yesterday and so forth, but I like this. If we can get above this level, if we can get above 85.27, the next level is 87.13. And so far, it's looking pretty good. Okay. So far, it's looking pretty good. Look at that. We got almost 500 people here in 27 minutes. I like that. Oh, no, 22 minutes. Jeez, that's good. I like that. Let me give you my link to the VIP room again. And then let me give you the link. It shows the market wants to be strong, Trump war, and the market is igniting all of it. Ignoring, you mean all of it. Ignoring all of it. Yeah. Maybe. We'll see about that. The market is very, as I told you last couple of days during the war, the entire thing during the war, what was I saying? This market wants to go higher. Right now, I don't know if it wants to go higher, but it certainly wanted to go higher the last couple of days. Yesterday, the market did not want to go higher. Uh, Volatility. What is volatility doing? It's coming down again. That's good. That's positive. Is it coming down a lot? No, it's more of a wait and see mode, and it is fairly low. I gave you all a bonus volatility trade over the last that should be good for a couple of weeks. If we have any bumps in the road in the market, that volatility trade should do really well. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it was given to you in the free Telegram channel yesterday. Okay. Penny says, I lived and went to high school in Bavaria. Ooh, being from Florida, they immediately put me on the swim team. I won the first race by a huge amount. The water was so cool. That's pretty cool. That's a cool story, Penny. Cool story. Cool story. Okay. So let's put everything together. Put everything together. S&P's up 0.33. That's random. NASDAQ is up 0.41. Speculation that U.S. interest rate cuts could arrive earlier. They're not going to arrive earlier, although I think they should arrive in August, but I don't think they're going to arrive in August. They could have a meeting if they wanted to, but people keep thinking August, September. I mean, July, September. I'm thinking right around August, they're going to change their tune to we need to lower rates because I think by August we'll have more understanding of what will happen with the tariffs. And as I've been trying to tell you for the last several months, the the Fed can't do anything till they have some certainty, till they know if we're going to have tariffs, what the tariffs are going to be like, who's going to be paying for the tariffs. We don't have answers to any of those things. Therefore, it would be foolish for Fed to take action. Okay? Just explaining to you their position. Wall Street Journal reported that Trump is considering announcing his pick to replace Jerome Powell. He's not going to do that. amid his frustration. A Fed chairman is nominated 3, 4 months before office. He's got a while to go. Nobody's going to be doing anything. Nobody's going to be nominating anybody. No, no, it's not going to happen. Forget all of those ideas out of your head. This could effectively result in a shadow central bank. Who comes up with this shit? None of this is going to happen. No one's going to be nominated. No, this is a fantasy. This is like watching Buck Rogers. Okay. Does anybody want to argue with me about this too? People love to argue with me. This is a fantasy. It's not going to happen. Okay. Uh, Nvidia rose more than 4%. Top percentage gainer made all-time highs. Nasdaq 100 and Dow after Loop Capital raised its price target. AI seems to be coming back into vogue, which is really good for tech stocks. Yeah, it's just nonsense. That's great. That's great. There's a lot of this is why I don't watch CNBC. This is why I don't watch any of that stuff. No one's gonna create. Do you know how much that's gonna undermine the Fed? Did you guys see last time what happened when he threatened to fire the Fed? This is just nonsense. Just crap. Just people writing stuff for no reason, okay? All right. US new home sales fell. This is not good for the economy, folks. 7-month low. This is not good for the economy. This is not good for consumer spending. Consumer stocks are not really doing really well right now. Federal Jerome Powell said during a Senate banking committee, central bank is struggling to determine the impact on tariffs on consumer prices. I literally just said that 5 minutes ago. The question is, who is going to pay for the tariffs? Nobody knows anything. Okay. So nobody knows anything. What are they going to make policy based on? The wind? Let's see. Are we blowing south? Are we blowing north? Are we blowing east? Are we blowing west? Let's see which. What do you want him to be, a fool? He doesn't, these people don't make guesses. Somebody else makes guesses. They don't. Okay. All right. By the way, let's see how the market's doing so far. Yes, let's just speculate what will happen. Here's that stock that I gave you a little while ago. Let's look at SPY. SPY, in the last several hours, SPY is doing absolutely nothing. The bond market is going down, not up, down. I want to see it kiss the 8-day EMA. QQQ. We got a little double top here. Support for QQQ is 5. Write this number down. There's a support level for QQQ at 538.75, and the next support for QQQ is at 535. Bond market coming down. Let's see what happens in just a few minutes, okay? Yeah. So we got to know where we are. We got to know what are they going to make their policy based on? Well, we believe this is going to happen. They don't do that. They're numbers people. Okay, so Powell said lawmakers in response, how much does inflation go up? Honestly, it's very hard to predict in advance. The Fed chiefs also stated U.S. has the world's strongest economy and is moving cautiously inappropriate during period of uncertainty. Yeah, we have the strongest economy, but look at U.S. dollar, buddy. It won't be the strongest economy if we keep doing this. Money's not flowing into U.S. right now. We're pricing in a 75% chance of a rate drop in July. I actually think that's fair. I think this is the first time in 5 to 6 years that I've actually been in line with their projections. Maybe I'm getting too soft. Yeah, just too much uncertainty, Mike. They're not saying anything's good. They're not saying anything bad. They're just saying we have no freaking idea what's going to happen. How do you want us to make policy decision based on that? How? They can't. Waiting for those rate cuts. Don't want to give away my. There you go. There you go. U.S. commerce GDP is expected in about a minute. Bond market's already started coming down. Bond market's coming down. Remember, the next level for the bond market is 86.97. The bond market's coming down. The stock market's doing nothing. QQQ is doing nothing. The Dow is doing nothing. TLT is coming down. We are coming off. We are coming off. We're coming off. This is important right now because the news is all coming out right now. Let's see what the survey says. I should have been a game show host. I would have been pretty good at that. Durable goods, bad. Oh, that's consensus. That hasn't come out yet. Let's see. Did anything come out yet? Nope. Nope. Do you guys have anything yet? Are you guys getting anything yet? Bond market's just kind of cooling off a little bit. Let's see. Survey says no, not yet. I love doing this together with you guys. So much fun. It's kind of boring doing this by myself. Tesla, yeah, Tesla's down. Oh, that's a catalyst. If Tesla's down over 1%, that's a major catalyst, Rice. See, you guys are helping me out. Richard from Puente Gorda gave me a consumer stock that I totally missed yesterday. Rice is telling me Tesla's down. Durable goods 16.4%. Let's see. That's good. That means no rate. Fed doesn't have to take any action. Remember, the better the news, the less action the Fed has to take. Let's take this is good news. This is bad. I mean, consensus was 7, new orders 16%. This is great. GDP. Let's see. Ooh, not good at all. Not good at all. This is bad. This is a bad number. That's a bad number. Bond market is still selling off. Not good. And let's see, jobless claims. Nah, look at that. Nothing to worry about. Not even, see, we went up to 245 and now we're back at 236. Yeah, nothing to worry about. It's not a catalyst. 275, anything over 275. Remember I warned you a few weeks ago? I said, look, it's starting to come up and it'll probably just come right back down. 236. Look at the average, 4-week moving average, 245. This is a good number. This is a good number. This is a good number, real good number. Friday's personal income will be huge. So what is the news is mixed. GDP is not great. Bond market's coming off. The Dow's flat, a little off. Nasdaq's not doing anything. SMH is coming off. QQQ's coming off. SPY's coming off. Well, there you have it. Would I have to, Gregory? Would I have to wear a suit and tie? All right, forget about that. If I would have to wear a suit and tie, no game host for me. So the stock market is not loving this data. It's not loving this data. And again, folks, we're getting a little overstretched here. And I'll talk about that in just a few minutes. I will. I promise I will. So the data's, I don't like the GDP number. The GDP number was not good. Look at this. Consumption expenditures, 0.5, quarter over quarter. They were expecting negative 0.2. They got negative 0.5. But at the same time, durable goods, as somebody pointed out, was really good. Ringo says, can you start over? Start over with what, Ringo? You want me to start over all the way in the beginning? What do you want me to start over with? Can you be a little more specific? I'll help you out if I can. Durable goods is nice, real good number. But GDP, not really. The market doesn't know what to do with itself. It's coming down. Bonds coming down, SPY's coming down. If you want, you could rewatch the tape and see what I said earlier a few minutes ago when I said I don't expect this to really make a big move. I'm not expecting a big move higher today. All right, let's continue. You can always, by the way, you can always rewind, Ringo. You can always go right here and rewind and start at the top. Here you go. Yeah, replay on YouTube, exactly. Hey, Scuba Chris, good to see you. That's okay, Ringo. It happens, man. It happens. I took a nap at work yesterday for 20 minutes after I got done with you guys. I had a 6-hour marathon session. I had an 8 o'clock class with you. I had a 10 o'clock class with you. And I had a 1 o'clock class. I laid down and took a 20-minute nap after I was done. All right, so we know what the Fed data is. We know that it's okay. We don't need to read this anymore. Nike comes out tonight. That will be a catalyst for tomorrow. MKC, and I believe this is tonight. These are not catalysts till it comes out. Europe, as you can see here, Europe is not really up very much. Europe is not up very much at all, if anything. Let's see what the bond market's doing. It's starting to come up a little bit. This will definitely put a damper on stocks, but I don't think too much of a damper. Keep an eye on that number on QQQ, 538, 538.71, 538.71, and 536.36. Keep an eye on those numbers. There you go, Richard. Good, 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 good. All right. China closed slightly lower. Look, Europe just up 0.18. No fireworks, right? Look at China, slightly lower, 7-month high as investors opted to lock in profits. Property stock retreated after Goldman Sachs warned that China's housing market downturn could persist through 2027, with prices falling another 10%. This is Goldman Sachs. I highlighted this for you. This is Goldman Sachs. This is pretty important. That's not really bullish. Japan closed higher, hitting its highest level in nearly 5 months. Technology stocks led the gain. They seem to be pretty strong here. Nvidia looks new record high, very, very valuable. Micron, I told you the chip stocks are going to be a catalyst for today, but we have something offsetting Micron, ASML. ASLM got downgraded and Micron got good earnings. So these will kind of offset each other. Those numbers, they're my support level. That's a previous high. That was the level I told you we needed to overcome right here. So that's the level we need to bounce before going higher. So we need to come to this level and then possibly here, maybe fill this gap and then going higher. I think we're a little bit overbought. I think the SPY is a little bit overbought. I think we need to come back to the 8-day and kiss the 8-day EMA. I think we need to cool off a little bit. I think this is too much too soon. I don't think if we just continue doing this, the market will lose all elasticity and stocks will just stay overbought. And that's not going to do anybody any favors. Chip stocks are coming back. Let's see if bonds are coming back. Not really. Let's see if the Dow's coming back. Dow didn't really lose much. It's up 77 points, 0.18 right now. QQQ is up 0.35. SPY is up 0.25. I would be very cautious. I would be very cautious about the upside today. I don't see any major upside catalysts. Okay. Sectors. Let's see what sectors are cooking. Let's see. Do we still have that kind of strength we had a few days ago? Well, semiconductors, home builders, technology, Bitcoin, financial, Invesco, QQQ, communication, Russell. You got everything here except for consumer discretionary, which is okay. I would like to see consumer discretionary here, but this looks pretty loaded. So we may not get a hard down move, but again, we may just get like one of those moves like yesterday where we open a little higher or lower and just drift. What I think we're starting to get a little overstretched. I hope that makes some sense to you guys. Starting to get a little overstretched. And this report put a little, is cooling off the market a little bit, as you could see right here. The market went from the highs, by the way, couldn't break this level. The level you're going to be watching today on the SPY is 609.47. Look, it tried overnight to break this level 2 times and it couldn't. I'm putting in a little thing right there. And now it's near the low. The low level you want to watch on the SPY is right here. I'm going to put a line right here. Now I'm going to warn you, if we break 608.39, we are probably going to go lower. If we can break 609.47, we're probably going to go higher. Do you guys see where we're at right now? Now, I know for a fact Richard is writing this down. He probably already knows this. He doesn't have to write this down. But do you see these levels? If we break this level, we're probably going lower. If we break this level, we're probably going to go higher. We tried to break this high level at night. Look how many times. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. And we couldn't break this level. Okay? I'm just giving you heads up. Look, 4 times, 609.47. And then look at the low here, right around 608.39. If we break this, we're going to start filling in this gap. I'm more under the impression we're going to break the low than the high. I could be wrong, but you never know. That's why you got out, because it couldn't pass. I got it. Yeah, tried to break this and couldn't pass. And now I think it's going to try to break this level, and I think it will break it. But again, what do I know, right? Look at mega caps. That level is right there. Look at QQQ. Didn't have a gap, but you could see that level is right here, right there. And on top, see how it tried once, twice, three, four times? Couldn't break it. Be careful. 542.91, 544. I hope you're writing this down. I'm giving you guys a lot of value right now. I hope you guys could see that. SMH, 278, 278 on the upside. Right here, 276.73 to the downside. Yeah, it'll bring us to the 8-day EMA. We need to get to the 8-day EMA. One way or another, we need to get here. We need to get down here. This is too much, too fast. In my opinion, in my humble opinion. All right, let's see what the market's doing right now. Not really doing much, just kind of sitting there. Bond market's bouncing back really well right now. The Dow's bouncing back okay. QQQ, you can see right here. There may be a trade right here from this level up to this level. There may be a little trade here. All right, that's it for that. So we do have bullishness in the sectors. We do have bullishness in the sectors. There's no question about that. All right. QQQ, here's the QQQ levels. Muhammad, here they are. It's five here. You could see them right here. 544.07, 542.91. And I mean, they're not down to a tick, but pretty close. Okay. So we need the SPY to come back to this level right here, to this line. 603.60, 603.50, mid 603s. We need to come back to 603s. We're getting a little too overextended. What about sector? What about stocks? What about momentum? Do we have directional bias? Let's see. Do we have directional bias? Only 58 stocks are making 52-week highs. Only 29 stocks are making 20-week highs. Only 55 stocks are making 50-day highs. Only 90 stocks are making 90-day highs. You don't have any directional bias right now. I want to show you guys something. Now, this is something that you will not find any other guru showing you. I want to show you guys something, and I want you to pay attention. You're about to have a oh shit moment. Okay? I want to show you guys something. Is the NASDAQ above yesterday's high or below yesterday's high? It's up. It's not a trick question. It's up, right? Is the SPY above yesterday's high or below yesterday's high? Above yesterday's high. Okay. Is the Dow above yesterday's high? Yeah. They're all above yesterday's high, right? Right. Now, watch this. 189 stocks yesterday making 90-day highs coming into the morning. Here, I'm going to make this bigger so you see for yourself. Yesterday, we had 189 stocks making 90-day highs. This morning, we have 90. Well, wait a minute. You just said that the market's higher. I didn't say it. The market is higher. Look, 0.22 higher. SMH almost a full basis point higher. Look, this is right now compared to yesterday. This is yesterday. This is today. I don't think, Chirag, what I think about Nike means nothing in comparison to what I'm telling you right now. Stop asking questions and write down what I'm telling you right now. You're about to have a oh shit moment. Oh shit moments are a lot more important than what's going on with Nike moments. I promise you. Oh shit moments don't come around very often. So look, we're above yesterday's close, right? QQQ, are we above yesterday's close? Look, Clearly. This is not a trick question. This is yesterday, right here. Here's where we closed yesterday. Here's where we're at right now. The Dow, here's where we closed yesterday. Here's where we're at right now. SPY, oops, sorry. SPY, here's where we closed. Here's where we closed yesterday, right here, right here. And here's where we're at now. Now, yesterday, coming into yesterday, we had 189 stocks making 90-day high. Coming into today, we have 90. Coming into the day yesterday, we had 110 stocks making 50-day highs. Now we have 55. Coming into yesterday, we had 440 stocks making 20-day highs. Today, we have 209. We have 90 stocks breaking out, making 90-day highs, but yesterday morning, we had 189. So my question to you is this. How can less stocks be making 90-day highs, 50-day highs, 20-week highs, and 52-week highs if the market's higher this morning? Ah! I want you to answer that question for me. Kramer's not going to give you that answer. Kramer will tell you what he thinks about CNB, about Nike, Chirag, but he's not going to talk about what I'm talking about right now. Can anybody answer my question? The stock market is higher, but less stocks are breaking out. How could that be? How could that be? Does anybody want to answer my question? We have over 600 people here. Yes. Market cap. Market cap. What started? Yes, it can, Bob. Market cap. So, do you guys understand what's happening right now? I wanted to send you on your cruise ship today telling you something important. Narrowing of momentum. It's not rotation, narrowing of momentum. Larger stocks driving the market. There's less stocks driving the market. I got a question for you. When momentum slows down and 10 stocks are driving the market instead of 200, do you think that's sustainable? I know what today's date is, Stephen. Thank you. This is a time back machine. I'm showing you where we're going into today. Today, the market hasn't opened yet today. It's still Wednesday. Look at this today and look at it yesterday. We have half the number of stocks breaking out. So yesterday you had 200 fish swimming upstream. Today you have 100. And the market's higher. What is happening? What is happening? How could that be? We're losing momentum. But Roger, the market's higher. The market's higher. Yes, but a lot less stocks. Half the stocks are causing the market to go higher. So my question to you is, and the trillion-dollar question is, if less stocks continue moving higher, do you think the market will have enough market cap to just continue moving higher with less stocks participating? Ah, John had an aha moment. Yesterday, you had 200 stocks making 90-day highs. Yesterday, you had 10 stocks making 90-day highs. Today, you have half of that. But the market's higher. Do you think that's a real move? Sean, stop. Just stop, Sean. Stop writing and start listening. Alan, what does Google have to do with anything? Answer my question. Yesterday, you had 200 cars pushing you. Today, you have 100 cars pushing you, but the market's higher. What is it telling you? Narrowing of, I'm going to write this down for you guys. Narrowing of momentum precedes opposite moves. Markets being random or not has nothing to do with what I'm saying. What it has to do is, folks, is this. Yesterday, you had 200 horses pulling the carriage. Today, you have 100 horses pulling the carriage, but the carriage has already moved forward. How much harder is it going to be to sustain this move if you have half the number of stocks making this move? 90 today, 189. Also, do you guys know that you have no momentum when you have less than 100 stocks generating this level? Sure, they could, Sylvia. They can, but they usually don't. They usually follow the broad market. You're not having you're having divergence between. Yes, thank you guys. It means you have less, it means the larger stocks are going to work much harder to push the market because you have less stocks contributing to the push. So yesterday you were trying to move a ton. You had 200 cars doing it, and they did a pretty good job. Today, coming into the morning, you only have half of them, and now they have to push 2,000 ton. Do you think they're going to have a good luck doing that? Why am I spending so much time on this? Because if you guys don't get this, you guys will not be able to move forward. Look, this ship is being pushed higher, but yesterday you had 200 stocks pushing it from here to here. Right now you have 100 stocks trying to push it higher. Capiche? Yes, you run out of power. Yes, theoretically, you could have the FANG stocks just push the entire market. But for how long is that going to go for? What would cause just FANG stocks to push the market? Someone focusing on FANG stocks or large cap stocks at the expense of smaller stocks. But eventually, what happens? They all move together. Bob says, I understand very nicely. We're running out of gas in the engine. We don't have, okay, we're running 60 miles per hour, but we're running on 2 cylinders, not 4 cylinders. How do I know? Yes, losing gas. Yes, yes, yes. Now you guys are all getting it. Mathematically getting it, not because Uncle Roger said so. We closed here yesterday. We're now here, but we only have 90 stocks moving this morning. Kramer will not explain this to you. Yes, Sylvia, this is a good aha moment for you. Good. I was hoping this would be a good oh shit moment. There's nothing driving price. Look. Yesterday, you had 440 stocks marching into making a 1-month high. This morning, you have 200 stocks. Look, 440, 209. Good luck with that. You lost half of your horsepower overnight. Did Kramer tell you that? Don't you think that's much more important than what Nike's going to do today? The market lost half of its power. All right, let's see what the market's doing right now. Sorry, I don't mean to get so excited about this, but looks like, C tried to come up, and I said you could use this move and then fade it back down to 608. QQQ, yep, coming back down. SMH, just kind of sitting there. The Dow's actually going up. It was down. It was up 0.80. Now it's up 100. Same to where it was. So chip stocks are semiconductors, starting to cool off a little bit. Let's look at Micron. What has Micron been doing at night, guys? If you guys don't have a really good sense of what the market's going to do today after I'm done with you today, then God bless. What is Micron doing today? Where did it open and what is it doing right now? Can anybody answer this question? Thank you, Kevin. That's right. Exactly, Boyd. Does this look very similar to how the market looked yesterday? I hate to say I told you so, but remember it opened up and just kind of didn't do much? Right. What's powering market right now? Technology. What's technology doing right now? It's coming off. So 90 stocks. Micron makes a high yesterday night and is coming down. We have less than 100 stocks making 90-day highs right now. And Uncle Roger's telling you that this is overstretched and we need to come back to the 90-day. Gee, Omar says, these info are why I try to be here each day. These moments are very valuable. Yes. Now, nobody's going to be telling you this except Uncle Roger. Okay, now let me give you stocks that I'm looking at, and I'm out of here. Now, we could just kind of sit around and not do much, just kind of mess around. But folks, you have less than 90 stocks breaking out. Yesterday, you had 189. You had twice as many. Not this morning. Much more choppier, right? Good, good. All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to spend so much time on this, but this is important. Folks, and by the way, today in the VIP room, the gloves are coming off. I'm going to be giving you seasonality windows. Here's a link for customer service live. Let me get you that, and then I'll talk about my favorite stocks right now. Be careful today. Be careful. The downside may start becoming a little more attractive today. And by the way, am I expecting a crash? Am I expecting a major correction? All I want to see is the damn thing come to the 8-day EMA, and then we'll decide after that. But all I'm looking for is just a minor pullback to the 8-day EMA. So don't get too excited or scared or anything like that. Brett, I just told you, all I want to see is the market come back down to this level, and then we'll reevaluate. Okay. Very common theme. So I'm not expecting fireworks to the downside. I'm not expecting any kind of crash. I'm not expecting a major correction. All I've been saying for the last 3 days, and I have, is I want the market to come back to the 8-day EMA. It's getting a little overstretched right now. It's getting a little overstretched right now. Speaking of overstretched, let me check one last thing. Let me look at put to call ratio. We're at 62 right now. That's really low. This is 80. We're at 62. That's really low. Really, really low. That means there's been a lot of call buyers. Too many call buyers. Yeah, this is a low number. That means we're looking for a reversion. Okay. All right. Yeah, waiting for my Picasso. That's exactly right. Just a healthy pullback. That's all we want, with VIX coming back up a little bit. All right. Let me give you stocks that I'm liking. Sorry, taking so long of your time. But this was important. I needed to explain to you the momentum. I wanted to show you Micron. I wanted you to really see what's happening with the market. Uh, this stock for a possible short. OXM. I took a little baby position. I scalped the stock yesterday. I didn't give it to you yesterday. It was just too fast of a trade. I took it for like 20 cents or something, 30 cents. MAA, OXM, FRPT. This one's been on our list for a while. And by the way, there's not a lot of stocks breaking down. So I'm not really all that bearish. I'm just, again, I just need a little, a little balancing. The market needs to balance itself. That's all I'm saying. The bulls got a little too far ahead of themselves in the short term. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. No, it's not actually, John. 4th of July weekend is actually pretty fireworky. If the market does anything know how long something should last, trade the probabilities. It's the market. Does anyone know? Well, Brad, we don't know how long something's going to last, but we do know, well, we don't know anything, but I think we're getting a little overbought. Basically, everything that I'm pointing to is telling me that we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. That's all. Please don't read into my analysis. THS, very nice short. Please don't read into my analysis. I'm not, if I mean for you guys to know something, I will spell it out. I'm pretty good at spelling things out. I don't make you read between the lines. I'm not a between the line kind of guy. I hate passive aggressiveness. Okay. My biggest pet peeve in this life is passive aggressive. I used to have a girlfriend back in college who was extremely passive aggressive, and I had a horrible relationship with her. And after that, I do not do well with passive aggressive because I'm the opposite of that. If I express everything, I can't like read between the lines very well. Robinhood, although I would wait for a little pullback here. See, remember, all these long stocks could be waiting. We could be waiting for a little pullback. So don't get a. And by the way, every one of them looks overextended and needs to pull back to the 8-day EMA. I'm just letting you know. or almost every one of them. Yeah, I don't do well with passive people. I do really well with people who communicate. MS, MS. Bank stocks seem to be doing pretty well, but again, they're all overbought. They're not at the 8-day EMA. See, look, I want this to come back to the 8-day EMA. All of these stocks are away from the 8-day EMA. I want the 8-day EMA. This one looks actually really nice, and it's above the 200. I'm going to circle this one. This may be an exception. Cracker Barrel. My wife loves to go here when we're traveling in Florida. Don't ask why, but she loves Cracker Barrel. This one actually is at the 8-day EMA, but very choppy stock. Be careful here. Here's your level right there. It's touching it right now. It looks like a pretty good stock, actually. And last one, Ferg. I've never traded the stock before. I'm serious. I've never traded the stock before, but it's pretty close to the 8-day EMA, and it's looking very nice here. Yep, always in the doghouse. 3 more bucks. Let me see that CYN. Let's see what that CYN is doing before I let you go. There you go. So when I gave you CYN was over here. CYN is up $3 since I gave it to you. Do you guys want me to continue giving you these small cap stocks when we first meet here in the morning? Just say yes or no. Yeah, I know. I'm just asking you. Do you want me to continue giving you my favorite small caps every morning or no? Just let me know. Yay or nay. Yes, 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 yes. All right. I don't see any no's. I think they did, Richard, but 11 basically rebuilding themselves. Daily, SJ, daily. All right. I don't see anybody saying no. I see. I see. A lot of you hate my small cap idea for the morning. So I figure first thing when I come in here, just to give you, yeah, right, beer money, just to give you, all right, Joanne. We're going to have to call you Joanne Shark Rutledge. Afades says not really. Well, the stock made $3 since I gave it to you this morning. I won't tell Ross infinitely. It'll be just our little secret. By the way, this is Ross's number one favorite strategy: trading above the overnight highest volume bust stocks. I by the way, I learned this from. Well, I didn't learn it from him, but this is one of his favorite strategies. Yeah, there you go, Infinite. There you go. So if you guys enjoy this, if you made money on it, how about sending me an email and letting me know? Roger@rogerscott.com. It'll only take me a minute to do it, right? That's right, Boyd. Sometimes they're the only things moving. All right, folks, I hope you have a wonderful day. Please visit me in the VIP room today. I will have a gloves off session today. We'll keep it between us infinitely, okay? Wink, wink. And here's Customer Service Live. You definitely want to go to Customer Service Live. They will help you get your arrows right. They will help you get your signals right. They will help you get the alerts right. If you guys want me to let me know how much you made out, send me an email and let me know how you did on CYN and let me know if you want me to continue giving them to you. And let's just check the SPY. Oh, by the way, the small cap stocks, this is important. Shit, I should have started with this. Here is the caveat. All the stuff that I talk about in terms of the broad market, it doesn't apply to small caps. Small caps are not bought by institutions. So all the stuff that I do on Pro Trader dashboard and all that, that does not apply. Basically, this entire discussion for an hour does not apply to the small caps. Small caps are on their own. They're their own little world. They're their own little island. They do their own thing because institutions don't buy them. And all I do is gauge institutional stuff. So they're on their own little island. I want you guys to remember that. Okay. Yeah, Jim, I'm going to give you my strongest one and I'll give you a level every morning. That's all I'll do. And we'll just walk away from there. Okay. And then let's look at bond market. Bond market recovered pretty well, actually, but SMH did not. The Dow did. QQQ did not. SPY did not. And let's take a look at Micron. Micron is starting to come back up, but again, we want to see it go above 130, which is not that far away. So we'll see what happens, all right? Until after the open, no pride here. No, I said after it takes out the night high. Sorry if I said after the open. After it takes the overnight high. Overnight high. That's the key. Overnight high. Bye, guys. I'll see you later. Have a great day. I got to get to work or I'll be late. Bye, folks. Remember, I will not be in the pit in the morning show or in the VIP room all next week, just 1 week. And then I'll be here every single day for the next 20 years after that. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Don't forget, send me an email if you like that CYN idea. It's easy for me because I have a scanner for it and I can just give it to you very quickly in the morning and then we can just move on from there. And then they're kind of on their own.